What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bree Dupree, and I'm back with another video. So we did a battle of the rainbow palettes today in this video, and before we start, tell me, what side do you think is BH Cosmetics and what side do you think is Makeup Revolution? You can comment down below if you want. Do they look the same to you? Does one look more different? I have one side, one full palette, and one side the other full palette, and I was able to complete this look. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys in an Ulta haul that I bought the Makeup Revolution and Alexis Stone Instinct palette, and this is how she looks here. And when I got this palette, I thought that it looked similar or resembled another palette that I already had in my collection, which is the BH Cosmetics Take Me, I think so, this is Take Me Back to Brazil, and this is how it looks here. They both have sort of the same color story. They both have a mirror, and they're fairly similar. I think the only differences is that in the Makeup Revolution we have more yellow choices and more black and gray choices, and in BH Cosmetics we have more blue and green choices and a little bit more purple options, and I think they even have more oranges in here than this one. But basically the same thing. You basically have each row a gradient of yellows, greens, blues, and purples and reds. So I thought today we would do a battle of the rainbow palettes. I'll do one eye, one palette, one eye, the other palette. They're both drugstore, they're both fairly inexpensive, and also they're both sold at Ulta, I'm pretty sure. I think the Brazil one is sold at Ulta. I think I've seen it there. I know for sure we sell their brush sets, the Take Me Back to Brazil brush set, so I hope we do. If not, either way, they're both very cheap and easy to grab. So I'm gonna do a pink look because I'm afraid that any other look will clash with my hair, and I didn't feel like wearing a wig today. So, and we're just going to do our eyes first because I know for a fact the Take Me Back to Brazil palette has fallout. I'm not sure about the Alexis Stone one. So I'm going to be using similar, if not the same brushes. I do have multiples of brushes. If I need to use the same brush, I will use my color switch that I don't know. Oh, here it is. I will use my color switch that I got from Sephora if I need to, but for the most part, I pretty much have multiples of the same brush that I like to use. So I'm going to first prime my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer. I am going to do a pink look like I stated. I'm thinking about cutting the crease and putting something on there, but I don't know. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see my eyes a little bit better. And let's get started. So I think this side will do the this side is going to be the Makeup Revolution Alexis Stone, and this side is going to be BH Cosmetics. With this light pink shade in BH Cosmetics right here, it's this one. And I'm going to take none other than the BH Cosmetics 101 brush. This is a really good brush for the crease. Lately it's been the second brush I use in most of my stuff, but before it was the first that I just found a bigger, fluffier brush. So I'm just going to tap into that. And I know from experience that the BH Cosmetics is gonna take, you know, you really wanna coat your brush, especially with the lighter shades. I'm just going to put this in my crease and a little bit in the outer V. I like to start right here. I know some people will start in the middle. I like to place most of my product right here when I do these sort of this kind of eye shape. I like less product here and more product here. This pigment's pretty good. I'm going to take, just so you could see, this is the one I used. I'm going to take a new clean 101 brush, and now from the Alexis Stone, I'm just going to use this first pink shade right here. Right off the bat, these kind of look like they're the same kind of formula. I didn't go in with a lot of product the first time on this side because I wanted to see how pigmented it was, and it is one of the ones where you kind of have to load your brush, which is fine. I prefer it to be buildable than crazy pigmented at first because you don't want to be caught off guard. This one is just more pastel and this one's more like a hot pink, it seems. I'm gonna go back in with that same brush I used for BH Cosmetics and try to make this more opaque. This shade right here in the BH Cosmetics palette. Alright, I'm gonna use these two. They kind of look the same. They're both from Morphe. One is the Morphe 441 and one is the Morphe JH31. So with the Morphe JH31, the white brush, I'm gonna go in with that color I just showed you guys. I'm gonna focus that mainly in the outer V and drag that a little bit to the inner corner. So starting here, you really gotta load these brushes up. There we go. Starting here and dragging it in. I'm just gonna build that up. See how much fallout there is? This is what I do my eyeshadow for. Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to take this shade right here and do the same thing. Apply it in my outer V, drag it into the inside. Right off the bat, this is pigmented the house. Super dusty in the pan, a lot of fallout happening. The Makeup Revolution one first. I'm gonna take the last shade in the pink row right here. I guess they're numbered, so this is number 27, I guess, right here. I'm going to take a brush that's smaller like this, not as fluffy as the last one we did. So this is the Morphe M14 brush. I'm going to load my brush up and put that here and into there. So I guess it added a little bit of depth. It's looking maybe a little bit patchy right there. Well, let me see if I can fix it. It's looking a little inconsistency. I still feel like right here is patchy. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. The Morphe 433. It's a little bit shaped differently, if you could tell. This one is a little bit flat, this one's a little bit round, but I feel like we can still get the same sort of look. And in this palette, we have a shade that might be similar, this one here. But if that's not enough, I will mix it with this purple-like shade because I feel like then we get the shade that the other one looked like because it was very purpley undertone. But we'll just try this shade first. This palette of mine is a little bit old, so I like to scrape it up and really get in there. And then we'll put it on the eyeball. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of that purple shade. I hope I didn't get too much purple on there. Looks a little bit better. So what I'm doing is dipping into the purple shade, wiping it off on a towel, dipping back into the pink shade and putting that on my eye. I want to deepen this up without using any black because I will be cutting my without using any black because I will be cutting my crease. So I kind of want to go in with a purple. I'm going to take this purple here from the BH Cosmetics side. I'm going to use the same brush that I was using before. And I'm just going to focus this on my outer V right here. Oh, I forgot to use I have under eye eyeshadow shields and I've used them once and I forgot to use them because I'm trying not to use makeup wipes. I don't even know what my makeup wipes are right now. But whatever. All right, this is kind of what I was looking for. As you can see, I do have a harsh line though. So I'm gonna try to diffuse it. And then I'm gonna go in with, from the Makeup Revolution side, this purple right here. Using that same Morphe brush that I used on this side from the color before it, and doing the same technique that I did on the other eye. This seems to be blending a lot better than the BH Cosmetics side. So I'm going to cut my crease off camera and I'll come back and we'll do the lid shade together. All right, I couldn't decide if I wanted to go in with blue or yellow. But I think we're going to do yellow. I'm gonna go in with this yellow right here. I'm gonna put it on the inner corner and see how I like it. If I don't like it that much, we'll just fade a blue into it and see how that looks. Cause I feel like that might be cute too. So let's just pack this on. It's not the brightest yellow in the world. There's definitely a lot of fallout. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. I think I do kind of want to put a blue in there. So, and then I'm just going to use the same brush, go in with this blue. This kind of, it's the first blue in the line right here, which is number 3, I think, or something. It's either number 3 or number 5. I don't know, but it's this light blue right there, and I'm gonna put that right in between. I wish they were a little bit lighter. That's the only gripe I'm having right now. Just a teeny bit lighter would be good for me. It is looking a little patchy. Going back with the other side with the yellow and try to blend these two, which will probably create a green. I'm gonna take, maybe it's better I use different brushes. What do you think? It's becoming so strange. This is probably a bad idea. Okay, so this is about as good as we're gonna get with that. But this is about as good as we're gonna get. I kind of like it. I think right here the shape looks a little weird, but we have to move on to the other side. I'm just gonna take another flat shader brush. I'm gonna use this smaller one. This is like, I got this from Wish, for the yellow. And the yellow I'm gonna use for that, I'm trying to see which one is the least vibrant. I'm gonna use this yellow because it looks less vibrant than this yellow. That looks more like the yellow in the other palettes. So right off the bat, this is not as pigmented as the Makeup Revolution one. It is this blue here, and I'm mixing it with a tiny bit of this because this is a little bit lighter. This is more like a minty shade, and I'm trying to get like a darker shade. So just one tap into the other one, and here we go. It still looks lighter, but see if we have the same trouble trying to blend these. We'll go in right here. Try to blend this with the yellow. Over it. And it's just a back and forth motion from there. So I'm gonna get more of the blue. I think I like the blend. Now I'm just gonna try to get this yellow off of. It also did the same thing as it flicked the yellow around, so. And now I'm gonna go back in with the purple and blend the edge. I'm gonna take this little brush, I'm gonna dip into that purple, and I'm gonna do real close. Just going to blend this line of demarcation so it looks more prominent. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Here we go. There, now it looks kind of more like a cut crease in a way. And we just blend that out. There. Okay, I'm gonna clean up this fallout. I might do a little glitter liner right there because this whole matte thing isn't my vibe. And I'm gonna do my base products and we'll come back for the lower lash. So we got everything done except for my highlighter, my lips, and the lower lash line. So we're just gonna go in with the lower lash line while my lashes dry. If you see some white or whatever, I literally just put these on and wait for them to dry before I can put my mascara on. So, Beige Cosmetics 105 brush. It comes in the same kit that the 101 brush comes in. I'm gonna go in with this pink here. We're gonna do something like this. I'm gonna try to be careful because there's so much that already went crazy, that already was too much. And then clean this one right there. All right, I'm taking the same brush. Okay, well, we're going with this is the one for Makeup Revolution. I'm gonna go in with, basically I'm gonna go in with this blue and the yellow and do the same color that I have up here, down here. Do like the inner corner and down here. put that right in the middle. It's gonna look something like that, I guess. Let's just take the pink and just run it all the way through. I don't like how that looks. What I'll do is, to blend this blue, I'm just gonna put blue straight here. The mixture of this blue and this blue for the BH side. This eye over here is watering, so we're just not going to, we're just gonna ignore that. I kind of want some eyeliner inside, so I think what I'm gonna do is use this ColourPop yellow gel liner. Okay, so we're almost done with the look. I'm just going to add some highlighters to my inner quarter and my brow bone. We are going to use the Alchemist holographic palette by Kat Von D, and I'm gonna go into the shade Blue Sapphire. It's got a blue pinky type of shift situation, and I'm going to spray my brush to get it more on the brow bone. Go like this. Put that up there. Okay, so let's talk about it. I feel like I might have had a little bit more trouble with the Makeup Revolution side, but I like the colors that Makeup Revolution has. I don't know if it's because I'm used to using the BH Cosmetics one, so I kind of know how to finesse it. With Makeup Revolution one, I kind of had to tread lightly to see, are they super pigmented or they're not pigmented enough. And it kind of varied based off of the shade. However, I am excited to use it some more. I actually use a shade in here for my eyebrows. It is this bottom shade right here. That's what I have to fill in my eyebrows right now, since my eyebrows are dyed pink. I know it's a lot of pink going on, the pink hair, the pink brows, the pink eyeshadow, but I'm really living for this pink brow moment right now, so it is what it is. I'm actually really excited about how this turned out. The winner today, I don't know. I might say I'm gonna have to test them out again. Maybe we'll have a round 2, because I kind of want to get into some of the blues and the greens. Maybe even do a purple look. I don't know. When it comes to palette presentation, they both have mirrors. I prefer the Makeup Revolution one. I just feel like it's more organized and has a clear, concise plan, versus here you've got yellows mixed in with oranges, yellows mixed in with greens, and then colors down here that I've never ever used. You've got some shimmers mixed in with mattes, whereas BH Cosmetics is just looks like this. BH Cosmetics is just all mattes, which I appreciate, because some of the shades I want to use in here, but I can't because they're shimmers. So I'm gonna say maybe it's a draw. I do recommend you go out and buy this palette. It's just beautiful, it's gorgeous. Some of the swatches that I've done with this are just pigmented and beautiful, and Alexis Stone is amazing, and you can do so many things with this. I understand why they added this rose, so you can kind of darken up looks. You can do a whole pastel look up here. You've got, I just love how this is organized. I love the size of it. It's just gorgeous, and I love Makeup Revolution as a whole. So I'm gonna say it's a draw, but I'm leaning more on the Makeup Revolution side, just because, again, I don't like how there's like shimmer shades mixed in with BH Cosmetics and how it kind of looks all over the place. I don't understand. They don't really have a purple line. Like, you got a blue and the purple. I just don't get it. You kind of have to look around and figure out what's going on, and you don't have as many red choices in this one that you do in the Makeup Revolution one. So if you're looking for a palette that's really going to be able to spike your creativity, I think that Alexis Stone one, just looking at it, gets me more motivated in a sense than the BH Cosmetics one does. So There are just little things to keep in mind. I have done a different battle of the palettes before. It was battle of the dupes. It was a modern renaissance one. I'll link it down below if you're interested in those kind of videos. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, because I'll probably do another one of these with the blues and greens or something when I have a wig on or something. So thanks for watching. Bye.